48 hours since the President submitted the 2019 budget proposal to the National Assembly lawmakers. Now, the 2019 document, which the President says is based on economic growth and recovery plan, has an oil price benchmark of $60 per barrel, while production has a benchmark of 2.3 million barrels per day, including condensate. Now, the exchange rate is pegged at 305 naira per dollar, while GDP expectation is 3.01% and inflation at 9.98%. The figures has generated different reactions, and TV360 has been speaking with Johnson Chukwu, the managing director of Cowries Asset Limited, to find out his opinion about the budget.
I think on the inflation rate, we should expect further uptick in inflation, but after the election, assuming we adopt appropriate economic policies and the election is successful, then we should have a return of foreign portfolio investors that could help stabilize the exchange rate. But should that not happen, the exchange rate will come under pressure, and if the exchange rate comes under pressure, it will be transmitted to the consumer price index. So you could actually see a further northward movement in inflation. Given where we are today and the level we dropped last year, today inflation is about 11.28%, and the government is budgeting about 9.98% inflation for next year. I think it's possible, if we get the policies right, that towards the end of next year, we could be close to that 9.98%, if we don't achieve it exactly. But the other concerns are on the economic growth rate, with the GDP growth of 3.01%. I think unless the government comes up with better policies, I want to believe that 3% GDP growth rate will maybe a tall order. If you look at those sectors that should drive GDP growth rate, agriculture accounts for about 29% of the GDP, and agriculture grew about 1.91% in the last quarter. So if the 1/3 of the GDP is growing about 1.91%, then what sectors will prepare that growth rate of 3%? Unless the manufacturing sector is growing above current growth rate, trade is growing, telecommunication is growing, and oil and gas sector reverses the decline, then your target of 3% GDP growth rate looks quite optimistic. Oil price, I want to believe before the National Assembly will finish the review of the budget, they will have to bring it down. This will be otherwise. It will be the first time we have an oil benchmark price that at the point of the budget submission or approval was higher than the crude price, market price of crude. We always say the benchmark below, significantly below the crude price, so that assuming the crude prices fluctuate, they will fluctuate still above our budget benchmark. But unfortunately for us, this time around, the crude price had dropped below the benchmark. So the National Assembly, I'm sure, will want to reduce that crude price to reflect the current strength of the oil in the oil market.